Let me ask you something that might sting. When was the last time you felt truly alive? Not comfortable, not entertained, not distracted, alive. That deep, buzzing electricity in your chest. The sharp clarity that comes when you face something unknown, something real, something that shakes you to your core. Can you remember it? Or have you been asleep, floating through your days, hiding behind routines, glued to a screen, telling yourself you're fine, while a quiet voice inside begs for something more? If that sounds familiar, then you're not broken. You're just stuck. And the thing that's holding you there is the comfort zone. Let's be clear, comfort isn't bad. We all need rest, security, space to breathe. But when comfort becomes your default, when your whole life is designed to avoid discomfort, you stop growing. Worse, you stop living. Carl Jung said, "People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls." And what better tool to avoid your soul than a life designed around ease? We live in a world of convenience. Click a button, food arrives. Swipe a screen, dopamine rush. Feel a little anxious? Scroll. Numb. Escape. Everywhere we look, we're offered comfort. But comfort without meaning is just sedation. Nietzsche warned that when comfort becomes a goal, people become domesticated. Not in the physical sense, but spiritually. Tamed, obedient, harmless. We trade the wildness of life for a padded cage, a job that doesn't challenge us, relationships that are fine. Dreams shelved in favor of predictability. And we call this maturity. But is it? Or is it fear, dressed up in responsibility? Plato told a story 2,400 years ago that still cuts deep. The allegory of the cave. Prisoners live their whole lives chained inside a cave, staring at shadows on the wall, believing that's all there is, until one escapes. At first, the light outside is painful, blinding, but slowly he begins to see colors, trees, the sky, reality. He runs back to tell the others, but they reject him. They cling to their shadows because the truth is too uncomfortable. Sound familiar? Comfort is the cave, discomfort is the light. And most people will choose shadows if it means staying warm. Let me tell you a story. There was a man who dreamed of writing a book. For years he carried it inside him, but he never started. He told himself he was too busy, that he needed the right time. But deep down he was afraid. Afraid it wouldn't be good. Afraid people would judge it. Afraid to finally face the truth of whether he had something to say. So he stayed comfortable, and the book died inside him. Not because he couldn't write, but because he chose safety over soul. Bonhoeffer, the theologian who resisted the Nazis, believed that real freedom doesn't come from avoiding suffering. It comes from facing it with courage. He said, action springs not from thought, but from a readiness for responsibility. And responsibility means this: you are the one keeping yourself stuck. Not your parents, not your boss, not society. You. That's terrifying. But it's also liberating, because if you are the one keeping you in the cage, you're also the one who can unlock it. So how do you escape the comfort zone? Not with giant leaps, but with tiny acts of defiance. Wake up 30 minutes earlier to write. Speak the truth. Even if your voice shakes. Say no when you're used to saying yes. Say yes when fear says no. Growth isn't a feeling, it's a decision. Discomfort is not a signal to stop. It's a compass pointing to your edge. And your edge is where life begins. Let's look at the science. Psychologically, the comfort zone is real. It's the zone of routine and predictability. Safe, familiar. Step outside of it, and you enter the stretch zone. Your heart races, your palms sweat. But this is where neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change, is activated. You grow. Too far beyond, you hit panic. No learning there. But right at the edge of comfort, that's the sweet spot. Yet most people don't live there. They retreat. Because comfort feels like control. But control is an illusion. Machiavelli wrote, "It is better to be adventurous than cautious, because fortune is a woman and she favors the bold." It's poetic, but it's true. Fortune, change, life, momentum favors the ones who step forward, not the ones who wait for permission. Here's the paradox. The more you avoid discomfort now, the more discomfort you guarantee in the future. Ignore your health? It will cost you. Avoid hard conversations. Resentment will build. Delay your dreams. Regret will haunt you. Discomfort is not the enemy. It's the initiation. And every meaningful thing in your life will require it. Let me leave you with this. You were not made to coast. You were not born for mediocrity. There's a fire in you that's been smothered by comfort, but it's still burning, waiting. And the only way to feel alive again is to step into the unknown. Scared, uncertain, unprepared, but real. Because outside your comfort zone isn't just growth. It's you, the real you, the one who's been waiting. And they're tired of the shadows. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button